Few people know that according to statistics, over 1 billion people in the world, tightly planted on a credit needle in their total debt reached as much as 5 trillion. The dollar is an indicator that people around the world are getting poorer and more often find themselves on the sidelines of someone's life. Might think that they are in it. Guilty, but really a debt hole is always just a flow. Certain circumstances with which this video will help to fight if you too mired in loans or accidentally were in debt. Information told right now guaranteed solves all your money problems. Welcome to the channel Notes Millionaire. Only by subscribing can you become rich. We tend to believe that we attract money problems, although not a small role in this play out the factors around us. One of the most economical billionaires, the world of Warren Buffett, in one of the morning talk show admitted people have to live. In the age of spending, consumption is human weakness, which today very skillfully used by entrepreneurs. They are ready to change the wrapper for years to sell the same product but more expensive. You have to pay for it, and that's why that you will be bombarded by their advertisements as now arrange the world. I'm ready to admit that myself. Sometimes forced to go on about and accept such rules of the game, of course. It's hard for people like Buffett to understand all the tragedies of today's reality, and because the losers are not at all billionaires, are ordinary people, while pros nevertheless shared some anti-crisis and actions that will help solve debt problems, especially when you don't have any money. Special psychology of debt. Correct. Buffett's perception of things most often helps to avoid problems with debts. Very revealingly confirmed billionaire word story with loans. There is nothing wrong with using such loans, because with proper there are no problems with the disposal of this money arise. People most often take credit wrong. It's a service according to which you buy money as any other item, only pay for this service is transferred after it. Using this is the biggest difference and the biggest psychological the complexity of lending compared to other goods. With this perception, you will be formed in more a rigorous approach to use credit money and understanding its benefits. Where do people get their debts from? Are in debt due to non-compliance, financial management ideals, when costs do not exceed earnings, and at the same time they are satisfied in the needs and desires. Warren Buffett advises thinking about the wrong things. How much did you spend, and so did you earn? If you always have enough money, debts will disappear from your life. In this case is worth thinking about. Formation of own multi-million-dollar capital. Where to start can also be found free master class and Kur Aslanov, how to solve money problems in 2022. Igor Aslanov is no worse than Warren Buffett. Knows how to protect and multiply money capital, and it has 15 years of experience in investing. In Masterclass, Igor will teach you save money so you don't spend it under zero and did not go into debt, even if it seems to you that it is impossible. In the school Igor Aslanova have money state educational license. 8,000 graduates have already improved their financial well-being without help. Banks, brokers, and insurance companies. If you want to solve money problems and you can find financial freedom, register for a free Master Igor Aslanov's class at the link in description. Do not miss the chance to change lives once and for all. The profitable solution to the problem by approaching the question is how to get rid of debt when they have money. First thing, it is worth considering all legal tools for resolving the issue. Buffett, they will take off your morale pressure and will be an excellent motivation to action. The first thing to pay attention to this debt restructuring in its essence, extending the loan term, which is decreasing monthly payment. This method seems perfect, but it has its own the disadvantage. In the end you will pay a lot, and after all, the percentage will increase. It's good with a decrease in income to the level when at you can't make loan payments to provide for the persons who are on your care. A normal standard of living. Transformation of financial institutions from request for debt restructuring. Also need to have documents confirming your difficult situation, so don't forget about refinancing. Loan. In this case, you take a new loan to pay off the old. Most Effective when you have several loans. Make sure the interest rate is more profitable than in previous cases. Apply for refinancing. Like a bank where you already have credit, so and in third party with a need to have documents confirming that you are unable to make the stipulated in the contracts crazy. Often people forget the opportunity to take credit holidays, although this is also one of profitable financial instruments where solving money problems is the essence of the method. Is a kind of freezing payments for a specific period, usually from 3 months to a year. You cannot pay nothing to reduce the amount. Monthly payments or leave only. Interest depends on the results. Negotiations with the manager and taken in. The decision is usually on the date of the final. Debt repayment is not carried over. This can also be asked if you reputable client. The bank can make concessions and change terms of the contract. How to force debts disappear. Big companies decide their own financial problems. Revisiting budgeting and creating plans for increased profits. Why not do it? People say Warren Buffett is fighting obligations. It is very important to know the enemy in person. So create a list of all, even the smallest cash obvious, then worth. Determine your budget maximum. There is a maximum monthly amount which you can use to pay debts. Starting from these figures, you needs to be reviewed both in terms of costs and income. Only then you will succeed. Plan debt repayments and automate all payments. Course in these steps are not a special secret, but such the course of action and capable get you out of debt. The problem is that people are not always willing to cling for obvious, and because such methods forced to leave the comfort zone. Though if you think about it, it's the signing loan agreement deprives you of chance on further prosperous life. Therefore, first and start motivating yourself to action. Invent yourself bonuses and rewards for each payment, or a closed loan will help morally easier to get through such a difficult period. Life, and most importantly in the end, you don't notice how fast your debts will disappear. Experience is more expensive than money in any crisis. The most important thing is to make a certain lesson and do for yourself conclusions. Then similar situations will be for you winning in the future. Claims Buffett found himself in a debt hole under. On the hand, you should always have two budgets. Credit and net. Let you not use to deny yourself any pleasures, but it is worth remembering that the measure it's temporary, and lives without financial obligations will become much easier for you. The same debt repayment will help you learn how to manage money wisely. Use credit facilities. A whole science, but it can learn absolutely anyone. For this I advise how to read Robert Kiyosaki's book, Become Rich Without Giving Up Loans, where you will learn how your debt can open the way to wealth. Future millionaire. What do you think? Credit is an excellent financial instrument. Or is the money trap your answer? Leave a comment below the video. You are the notes of a millionaire. You will become mighty.